What's up, guys? It's the Warrior COTP here, back with another My DVD collection, part 18. Uh, these next set of movies that I'm doing today are some movies that were behind movies, and they're actually all comedies, and I think I have them all in alphabetical order, so we'll find out. I put them in a long time ago. I didn't really check them out before we made this video. But anyway, we'll start off with Amos and Andrew first. This is a Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson movie. Very funny movie if you've never seen it. Basically, Nicolas Cage ends up being on the run, and he breaks into Samuel L. Jackson's house, and the cops think he's the bad guy. It's just a twist of events. Very funny. And I always leave this up here so you guys can read it, if you guys want to read it. Me personally, if I see a movie I like, I usually look up a trailer of the movie, personally. But I know some people like to read. I'm not one of them. Next, we got Will Ferrell, Anchorman. If I say people's names wrong, I'm sorry. The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Very funny movie. Next, we got American Crude. And I don't really know none of these actors except him and Rob Schneider. And I guess his name's Rob Livingston. He's the guy from Office Space. And I've never actually seen this movie. But being those two in it, I'm guessing it's a comedy. Next, we got Airplane and Top Secret. I know Airplane is definitely a comedy that has a very big following of being people's favorite comedy. And I've never seen Top Secret, so I couldn't really tell you how that is. I didn't really buy this for Top Secret. It's always cool to be able to get a double feature, even if you don't know the movie. That looks like Val Kilmer's in it, though. Next, we got a classic. This is actually unopened. I don't know where I got this from. I might have bought this from Walmart, maybe. I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I can't remember. This is Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler in the classic Airheads. And if no one's ever seen it, it's basically about a rock group that's like struggling, and they basically hold a radio station captive till they play their music with like fake water pistols. And they have a big standoff with the police, and their song ends up being a hit, and pretty cool movie. And Adam Sandler's part, he was one of the three band members, but it's crazy. You can definitely tell Brendan Fraser was the big actor in this. Next, we got Adventures in Babysitting. Classic movie. Fun soundtrack, if you never heard it. Typical 80s movie. Pretty fun movie. Basically about a babysitter that goes to help a friend. Ends up taking the kids with her, and then a bunch of events happen, and all they're trying to do is like get the car and get home. And it's been a while since I've seen that movie. Not too long, but a little bit. Next, we got Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. this is definitely one of my top 5 favorite Jim Carrey movies for sure. For a long time, I hunted and hunted for Jim Carrey's second Pet Detective movie, which When Nature Calls, and I found it eventually. I don't know. I might have already came across that and showed you guys that one. Next, we got 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Pretty funny movie if you guys never seen it. It's basically about a guy that meets a girl, and every day it's like she resets, her brain resets and don't remember nothing. So he has to get to know her and how to talk to her, and he just is in love with her, and he tries to reset. Sean Astin's in it too, guy from Lord of the Rings and Goonies. He's her brother. Fun movie. Next after that, we got 21 Jump Street. This movie was based off of a TV show with Johnny Depp and Richard Grieco and a bunch of other actors back in the 80s. And it's about undercover narc cops in high schools. Pretty fun movie. I still need 22 Jump Street, I'm pretty sure. I've been keeping my eye out for that. Just haven't came across it yet. Which I'm pretty sure I came across it when I first started collecting. And I didn't buy it. But if I come across it again, I'm going to end up getting it. Next, we got a stand-up. Cat Williams, 9 Lives. I don't have too many stand-ups. This was actually given to me by somebody. It's not that I don't think Cat Williams is funny. I just don't really buy stand-ups like that. I think I've bought Jeff Dunham stand-up. And I actually came across Jeff Dunham's like second or third stand-up the other day at Goodwill, and I didn't buy it. Even though I probably should have. But I try not to spend over a certain amount. So once I find this certain movies, and I won't put the money out for it, especially if I've spent over a certain amount. Next, we got 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag with Joe Pesci. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree, and this movie is funny. As I've never watched this movie before, and you know, it's a funny comedy with Joe Pesci doing what he does best, playing pretty much a gangster role. And so I'd never seen this, but it did not disappoint me. So it's a very, I guess, unknown, underrated Joe Pesci movie. Maybe it isn't. Let me know what you think about it. I just don't remember it ever coming out. Next, we got Big. I consider this to be a comedy to an extent. Tom Hanks. I remember watching this when I was a kid. I think this came out in the 80s. Definitely a fun movie. Unrealistic fun movie. Next after that, we have Benchwarmers, or The Benchwarmers. This is with Rob Schneider, David Spade, and John Heder. And there's plenty of other, well, you know, actors that you see in a lot of different comedies in it. Very fun movie. It's basically about a reject baseball team that, you know, ends up, they're not like professional. It's more almost like beer league in a sense. If you've ever seen that with Arnie Lang, Ralph Macchio, leave that up here. Next, we got The Beetlejuice. You know, Beetlejuice 2 just came out in the movie theater. I haven't really looked at no reviews on it, but I plan on going eventually. and it still has Michael Keaton in it. Gina Davis is in it. The principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off's in it. The mom from Home Alone, I forgot her name, and Winona Ryder. Very, very fun movie. Classic. Next, we have Beer Fest. And I know I've seen this before a long time ago, but to be honest, I don't remember this movie. I couldn't tell you the first thing about this movie. It's been so long. Next, we have Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler, Walt Disney movie. I'm not really big on this movie, but I know it's the family likes it. Next, we have, let's go back. We have Bad Santa. This is a classic movie, Billy Bob Thornton. I think this might have been John Ritter's last movie before he passed away. Bernie Mac is in it, so two people that are in it are gone. And Lauren Graham, she's from Gilmore Girls. She's the mom, Loreline. Very funny movie. It's basically about Adam Sandler, Billy Bob Thornton, and you see the elf in it. They basically rob malls. They pretend to be legit Santas and elves, Santa's helper, and on Christmas Eve, they pretty much rob the malls. Pretty funny movie. Next, Badder Santa, which this has Billy Bob Thornton, Lauren Graham in it again. I guess John Ritter, maybe he died after this one. I'm not sure. You got Bernie Mac. I thought he died after the first one. Maybe they just added scenes in. Somebody let me in on this, because I could have swore he died in the first one or after the first one. Unrated version. I've only seen this one probably once or twice, but I've seen that first one a lot. Next, got a classic comedy, Animal House, National Lampoons. And I guess this is a special edition, widescreen copy. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this movie too. Usually growing up, when I watched that movie, it was on like public TV. Now, this is Clint Eastwood's movie, Any Which Way You Can. I already came across Clint Eastwood's Any Which Way But Loose. I can't remember which movie was first at this time. If somebody remembers, they can throw it in a comment in the video. But these movies I like a lot. It's Clint Eastwood's famous movies with the orangutan. Very fun movies. Next, we have Rob Schneider in The Animal. This movie's a fun movie with Rob Schneider. Probably one of his most famous movies that he starred in. After that, we have Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. And a lot of other big actors are in this too, including Woody Harrelson ends up making an appearance. You know, of course, all of Adam Sandler's friends. John Turturro's in it. Definitely, I think Heather Graham's in it too, from The Ringer. Next, we have oh yeah, Marissa Tomei's in that too. She's one of my favorite actresses from My Cousin Vinny. Next, we got Captain Ron with Kurt Russell and Martin Short. This is definitely one of my favorite comedy, family comedy movies. Definitely in the, I'd say, top 20 of family comedy movies. Never seen it. You should check it out. Next, we got Cannonball Run with Burt Reynolds. Pretty sure a lot of people are in this. Roger Moore, Farrah Fawcett. Always get this movie mixed up with something else too. There's Burt Reynolds and Farrah Fawcett. Next, some of these aren't in order. It's okay, I'm catching them before I'm showing them. Next, you got the Caddyshack, the first one. Bill Murray. I forgot what that dude's name is with the funny face in the front. Always forget his name. Then you got Chevy Chase in this. I know he's a funny dude. I can't remember a lot of actors' names at times. But it's a funny movie. It's a real good movie. It's a classic. Next, we got Caddyshack 2. Fun sequel, for sure. If you've never seen these, I would get to it. They're comedy classics. Next, we got Cabin Boy. It's like a lost, underrated movie with, I forgot his name, Chris something. But David Letterman has a cameo in this. Pretty funny part. And there's a couple other people in here, actors that you see in movies, like the British guy in this. He's the guy that you see in Tango and Cash that fights, I think, Tango toward the end on the roof. Chris Elliott, that's his name. Fun movie, though. Next, you got Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler in Bulletproof. I would definitely put this in my top. I'd like to say 20 comedies, but, you know, to be safe, I'd say top 25. Top 25 for sure. Very, like, I don't know, the camaraderie between Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans in this movie, and the writing and the jokes and just all that. I don't know. It's just a good, well-placed put movie. But that's the thing. Then you see other movies, and you know, if I had everything like all these comedies on thing, I'd have to shuffle them around to see how I'd rank them. It'd be hard to rank a lot. Next, you got Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah. Now, there is a lot of Steve Martin movies I like. He's not my favorite comedian, actor, but definitely has a lot of movies I like. If I had to say who's my favorite, I'd have to say Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley, and I could add a few onto that too. I would have to think about it. Probably, I don't know, Will Ferrell, maybe Dan McBride. Next, we got Borat. Very funny movie. Pretty sure that's the same guy that did Ali G, another funny movie, which I have not found Ali G yet. Next, we got Billy Madison. This is a special edition. Very fun movie. This is probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I definitely know this movie from pretty much front to back. You know, this is like one of the movies that made me such a big Adam Sandler fan when I was a teenager. Next, we have Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, George Carlin. Definitely another classic. Next, we got Adam Sandler and Big Daddy. If you guys never seen this movie, it is hilarious. Scuba Steve. Very fun movie. Next, we got the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Now, I'm guessing this is probably the second one. Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy, Bill Engvall, and Ron White. Like I said, I don't have too many stand-up stuff, but I got a little. Next, you got Drill Bit Taylor. This movie, I remember the first time I watched it with Owen Wilson. I thought it was hilarious. Definitely one of those movies I knew I was going to watch again. Which I think that's just exactly what I did. I watched it one more time probably a couple years later, and I haven't watched it since, but it's definitely a very fun movie. I would definitely suggest that. Next, we got Dream Team with Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, and Stephen Furst. Funny movie. It's not Michael Keaton's best movie, but it's funny. Next, we got Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. Very good movie. Next, we got Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. Oh yeah, Vince Vaughn. See, that's probably one of my top comedian actors too. He's definitely, I would say for sure, if I had like pictures and lists, he'd be definitely be in my top 10. I like Ben Stiller a lot too. That's why, like I said, it's hard. Really hard to say. Because I've had plenty of movies where different comedian actors had or were in movies that are kind of like nostalgic to me. Next, we got Dennis the Menace. What does that say? The special edition. Then we got Dennis Menace 2 with a different actor, Strikes Again. Now, I've seen both of these. Both of these are good. Walter Matthews in it. Or Matthew. But, yeah, I grew up watching the black and white Dennis the Menace, so pretty cool. And a lot of these movies I got back in the day from, I don't think I was going to Goodwill's. I was just going to Second Avenue. Almost probably all these comedies are from Second Avenue. I might have got a few from Goodwill here and there, but next we got Delta Farce, Larry the Cable Guy, Bill Engel, and DJ Qualls, which I think that's the kid from The New Guy. Or the guy from The New Guy. He ain't a kid. He was also in a pretty good zombie TV show that was pretty funny called Z Nation on Sci-Fi Network. Plus amongst other movies. I just can't remember what he was in. Next, we got Dazed and Confused. Now, this movie, I could literally watch once a week if I was bored. This is probably, definitely one of my top 20 comedy movies. You know, it's not like super like funny, but it's just a fun movie overall. And it kind of takes it back to high school for me, watching this. It was back in those days. I was kind of in high school. I think I was. And, you know, these guys are all playing high school, but they're all a little bit older. Next, we got Crazy on the Outside. Now, when I bought this movie, I bought it because Tim Allen was in it, Ray Liotta. And, you know, it has other good actors in it too and actresses. But when I got this, I solely got it for Tim Allen and Ray Liotta. And I was like, yeah, I never heard of this. It's probably going to suck. But I actually love this movie. This movie was awesome. I only watched it one time. Very, very fun movie. I liked it a lot. So if you've never seen that or heard of it like I didn't, check it out. Now here is a very underrated movie, I feel. Corky Romano. Maybe it isn't. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. You just don't. You didn't see it on TV like that. You didn't really hear people talk about it or even bring it up. But it's I forgot his name. The dude from Night to Roxbury, and that's one of my favorite comedies. That's in my top 20 comedies. Night to Roxbury, and Chris Penn's in it. And a few other actors. What does that say? Producers love The Water Boy. Definitely a very funny movie if you've never seen it. And last but least for this video, we got Adam Sandler and Click. Probably one of my least favorite Adam Sandler movies, but it's still fun. And it has Kate Beckinsale and Christopher Walken in it. But I would not tell anybody, oh, don't watch this, because it's still a fun movie. I know this is one of the movies that get probably hate out of most of Adam Sandler's movies. But it's decent. It's worth watching. You might not want to watch it again, but it's worth watching. But at any rate, if this is the first time you came across one of my videos, like I said, this is part 18 of my DVD collection. There's going to be many more, plus many more hauls and openings and stuff off of eBay. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you liked the video and you're new, sub. If you just liked it, like it. But until next time, peace out.